What's up guys, back to another Konosuba video, and in today's video, I've done it advanced free to play. So there's going to be a few things and questions and all that and answers and all this good stuff. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Konosuba content. We are, I believe, about to hit 870 if I'm not mistaken. I think, at least we're close. But anyway, this did take a little bit of effort, and I'm hoping this does well. Most people have already cleared it with the insanely broken teams that you get when you actually summon the game. But for this, you know, free to play units, and I say that as I only use 3 stars. You get these from events, or I think a couple of them are summons, but it's not too terribly hard to get them in max out, as I feel like the game gives a ton of 3-star potions. But regardless of that, let me go over what they have. So Mitsurugi, by the way, I'm only using 3-star subs, so keep that in mind. I didn't use a single 4-star in this video. Mitsurugi has the Arena Sword and his ults. Pretty much on the ults, it's if they can heal, they heal. Leah has gauge up because I needed the gauge up to get ult faster. Yun and Rin have their tier 2 for obvious reasons. You can't see it, but I do have oh, a little too far. I do have Iris and Aqua just there, so if I end up not using Yun or I just need an extra healer, I have Aqua. Weapon choices on this one, I chose the Enigma Sword just so Mitsurugi can take a little better. The 6-star earrings and the 5-star dark earring on the Mitsurugi are kind of crucial. I didn't have enough for a 6-star earring, unfortunately, so I kind of had to make do. But it's better to have those. You kind of have to have your tanks geared up, as they will take a lot of beating throughout the event. The rest of them, I kind of just went with whoever, you know, advantage with what element they were fighting. That's why you see Union have dark, and Rin have electric, and then I just gave +6 to the rest of them. Funny enough, it worked out in the end, but I wish Iris had a darkness one as well, but it is what it is. And then I have this potion. Mine is +5, and I think I even click on it to go over it in this video. Pretty much all you're gonna need is it for the heal. So if you have like Luna also works. This gives a nice bit of stats though, but I don't think it's insanely crucial. I just wanted it for the heal. Obviously, if you have better characters than what I use, obviously if you have someone like Legendary Darkness, use that as your tank, or you have a you know, a better Leah, or you want to use a different Leah. If you want to use the Earth one, if you have a better Light and Earth DPS for mages and all that, definitely use those instead of these 3 stars. It's kind of just like the bare bones. I can skip out on equipment this time because it is the hardest one. But for this one, I go ahead and pick Darkness because I just kind of want to throw her in here so I can focus on other characters and not have them take too much damage, as even having a little bit less HP in this will mean death. So I started off with Darkness, Leah, and Iris. I want to be able to get Leah and Iris closer to their ults, as Iris is going to come into play later, and Leah is going to pretty much be using her ult to help other characters get ults. Now, Darkness has her weapon at 5, I almost said max, but I forgot there's +6 now. Leah has her weapon at +6. However, Cielo and Mitsurugi do not have their weapon unlocked at all, so they're not too trialed up. Most of these characters' affinities are around 20 to 30. I believe Aqua is the only one who has 40 affinity, and that's going to come into play later as she's extremely good, and it kind of helps me get the dub. But keep in mind, if your characters are higher affinity, they're probably going to, you know, go a little bit more crazy than mine. Iris also has Chinshinmaru, and I have the Goddess Staff at +6 on Rin. It helps a ton, but if you have to use something else, you can. Obviously, you have a little bit more freedom than I did to use stronger characters, but as you can see, we get through no problem. It takes a bit of damage, but pretty much Darkness fills the role of just tank the first stage so we can get 2 characters their ult. When you go to pick your bonus, which is going to be most of the time you're going to want agility or damage reduction. I go ahead and pick damage reduction. Now, since this is a practice, I did get really unlucky. I think the second clear, and I had to reroll like 8 times. Obviously, you don't have that many times to reroll normally, so you just kind of have to get lucky with those. I believe my final one was I picked damage reduction 3 times and agility up once. If I'm not mistaken. I'd have to re-go through it because I was resetting quite a bit, so I kind of forgot. On this one, we're bringing Yin Yin for the light DPS, plus she has a bind, and the bind can be helpful. However, this one didn't go too well. I think on this one I lost both my characters here. Yeah, okay, I lost both characters. As you see, I had to reset. I think this is the run. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure this is the run. I let Sailor die. Did she get crit? Is my question. I don't think she did. No, she just took way too much damage. Unfortunately, I did lose her there, but funny enough, I still cleared it with 4 stars, so I kind of just like accepted that she was dead and had Aqua be my main healer. Obviously, if yours lives, that works out, but I found out that the 3-star three-star Aqua actually did quite a bit healing wise, especially with her ult, and since she resisted dark, it helped quite a bit. Funny enough, I actually don't use Yin Yin anymore after this. I ended up switching to Iris for the plus 2% physical up, plus I wanted her healing ult and I wanted her magic defense at the very end. So ironically, the units I was kind of going with to use for the whole thing, I don't really use that. So next up we pick agility, and we are going to switch to Mitsurugi, Rin, and Aqua. I have these units in the back, but obviously if someone faints, it's GG at this point. For this one, I do reset quite a bit. Let me see if I can snipe what stage I win at. Obviously not that one or that one. I believe it is this one. Okay, so pretty much what I do here is you want to attack lowered the boss and kind of had Rin just AoE everybody. Aqua has 2 healing. The attack one is an AoE, and the break spell is a single target over time one. Pretty much, like I said, just lower the attack of the main one because that's the one that can ult, and then try to kill the 2 other ones so Mitsurugi can have a little bit of time to heal here. He pretty much puts in quite a bit of work. There is a couple instances of enemies attacking other characters throughout this. You kind of just have to get lucky with the roll of the dice on it. Luckily, Mitsurugi goes pretty crazy on this one. I think I can't remember if I crit on this one or not. Yeah, I did crit on that one, which is extremely helpful. And then lower the attack in time for the ult. As you can see, Mitsurugi definitely was a fan of tanking that. Pretty much from here on out, it's pretty easy pickings. I try to save Rin's ult for the next stage, and you'll see I kind of just go normal attack heavy, as I'm pretty confident Mitsurugi isn't going to take too much damage from here on out. I go ahead and use the heal on him, and you'll see me just skip around with Rin's attacks. Now the next stage is going to hit rather hard, and I found that the second enemy is rather tanky, so you want to make sure you go into the next fight with a bunch of your abilities up if you can, of course. I had a little bit more pressure because I already had death here, and you see I beat it. Then we go on to the next one, and I believe I pick, yeah, I go for the defense boost. Yeah, okay, so now I have level 2. And we're going into the next fight, and this is what I bring. Pretty much the same team. We start off with Rin ult, right? It's gonna boost our magic. Holy crap, I didn't realize how much it was chugging on that one. Unless, did I hit 1x speed? What the heck? I hope it's not like the rest of it. Anyway, Rin ult, Aqua ult. Boom. Chilling Aqua ult helps a ton, so make sure you have that maxed, of course, for as much heals as you can get. Mitsurugi lowering the attack of the main one. I think his ult and laser are magic, if I'm not mistaken, but he does have the AoE ground slam like that. And I definitely don't need him targeting one of the other characters and killing them. Yeah, no, that sword guy is so tanky for no reason, but I think I beat it without having to reset. I'm not too sure. All the runs kind of blended together. Yeah, no, this Aqua actually that underrated for healing. She actually does quite a bit. Yeah, that guy living is just so tragic. But oh yeah, he hits Aqua here. I'm pretty sure I did it one run. Hopefully. And you're not saying me failing. Yes, that guy's ult, though. I know he clears both of us with his ult here. Yeah, Bob dead. Yeah, okay. So unfortunate on that one. But it's pretty much the same thing. You just kind of have to get lucky and hope that he doesn't just like completely bully certain characters. Yeah, Mitsurugi dies there. I think I get it on this run, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry the video is not as cut and dry as the other one. This one takes quite a bit of resetting, so I can only really show you my general gist of what I did and pretty much the game plan I had, and then it just has to work out. Crits are gonna be your best friend, of course, like always. That guy lives at 1 HP every single time. I was tempted to level up Aqua's personal weapon, but I advised against it, just so I would, skew up, how well she did. I did target Aqua there so she could live the ult, because definitely didn't want her dying. I don't remember if I stalled here or not, because I was really terrified of how much damage that ult was doing. And let's see, do I stall here? No, I didn't stall. Okay, I just pretty much just went like gun-ho at this point, just as much DPS as I could to kill him before he got that ult off. And I believe this kills him. So Aqua does have an action going into it the next phase. But funny enough, I end up grabbing the 30% damage reduction on this part. So I have +7 agility, and I believe it's 50% damage reduction. And man, oh man, I failed the next stage. So I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, Union or Iris? And I'm thinking I'm gonna die damage-wise. So I brought Iris for the magical defense up, just in case I didn't have Leah's ult up at the time. And I'm like, okay, sure, this is it. I'm gonna save my abilities for right when he ults. And funny enough, let me just cycle through to the very end. As you can see, I have 30 seconds left, and I don't actually get the kill, and I have to reset. So that did happen, but on the second way through, I go ahead and go crazy. I'm just gonna let it play. There's not much to it. I just kind of said screw healing and pulled out the inner arena of just like saving attacks when you need them. Make sure you had certain buffs up. I do heal with Aqua, I think once or twice here, and I do get a few crits that help me. It was kind of a photo finish here. Definitely if you're gonna try to use these units, have Aqua's personal weapon at 6 just to get a bit of extra damage off. Definitely use like the 4-star Iris if you can, or if you have Damachi Aqua, or just characters that just hit a bit harder. Of course, Damachi doesn't have as much healing as this Aqua does, but as you see, I'm just going crazy, clicking as much as I can. At this point, I'm thinking there's no way I can beat it. I don't do enough damage, but this guy also doesn't do any damage to me, and I believe his buff skill is defense +1, and then he lowers your magic attack by 1, which really only affects Aqua's ult. But since Aqua's ult lowers his defense by 3, it's like, I mean, yeah, we'll do no damage on the attack, but afterwards we're chilling. He also missed quite a bit for some reason. I'm not too sure what his accuracy is, or if I just got lucky. But I think he missed one person on his ult the first run that I failed. Then as you saw, he missed 2. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining because Iris doesn't have a darkness jewel on, so she is taking a bit more damage than she normally would. And then, of course, Aqua having Sacred Crit Water, the AoE heal and single target over time heal is just so crazy. Plus, Iris has a heal on her ult as well. And then Leah, of course, has the defense up ult and the whatchamacallit, super gauge up one. It's not as high as it should be because my Leah's affinity is only like 22, I think, but it is enough. I clear with 3 seconds left. I hit auto because I was panicking, so it is a tight squeeze to beat it, but as you see, I did beat it. I screenshot it because I was like, oh, look at it. So this is pretty much the damage dealt and how much damage I received. Not nearly that much damage received. I pretty much tanked through most of it thanks to the 50% damage reduction, and the agility definitely was the reason I won. So keep that in mind when picking your abilities. If you get unlucky, you probably won't be able to beat it, but keep in mind I'm using 3 stars. You guys, of course, feel free to use 4 stars, but that is my free-to-play run on the advanced dungeon. Let me know if you have any comments or questions about it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next Konosuba video.